Hi, and welcome back to the technique series. Today we're going to just, share a couple new ideas to continue to give you a little bit more variety in your warm-ups. Last time we did trying to get the glare gone for you. There we go. We did a chromatic exercise starting with the weakest fingers, and our wrist is aligned to the weakest fingers. And if anybody's going to reach, we want that to be the stronger finger. So now we're going to keep the finger assignments, and we're going to just continue introducing variety. Let's use finger 1 and finger 3. Okay. And we're going to just play finger 1 and 3. I'm on 5th fret and 7th fret. And I'm not going to tell you exactly where to put your thumb. Sometimes I actually play like this. And that is something that works really well for me a lot of the time. Remember how we talked about you can become the expert on your own body. Every body is unique. And you can listen to ideas and be observant, but everybody has unique issues. And so due to an old injury, I find for me I'm getting much better, and I can do a lot of things that for 20 years I thought I would never be able to do again. But something that works well for me is this is a very folky way of playing with the thumb hanging up over the top. It's actually very strong. The only thing wrong with that is, like, if you were a classical player or you wanted to do some intricate jazz or fast scales, it's not the most efficient way of getting around. But it is strong, and that is something that works well for me. But you can also play with your thumb behind the neck. That gives you more agility, and more get around fast ability. But just the main thing is to be aware of how it feels, and do you feel strong? And is it working for you? And you might want to do it both ways. Something to look out for is to keep the fingers that are not playing close to where they need to be when it's time for them to do their job. That means we don't go like this. And that is very common. That is something our brain just wants to. It's like you tell your brain to lift this finger and it lifts that finger, We need to tell our brain, just lift it just a little bit. And that's what exercises are for, to make these things more automatic. Go nice and slow, and be aware of how it feels, and be aware of where your thumb is and what's working for you. Now let's look at finger 2 and 4. You might find this one a little more challenging. The idea is not that these exercises sound musical and cool. The idea is that they're really easy on the brain. It's like, okay, 5th fret and 7th fret, back and forth. That way you can focus on your technique. But the cool thing is, after spending time with your warm-ups and your exercises, just a few minutes each time you start to practice, then those motions become more automatic. They get down in your autonomous phase, and then it's easier when you're playing your music to ask your fingers to do something, and they'll cooperate, and you will have a tendency to do those things with a better technique because you've practiced focusing on your technique when your brain isn't distracted with like notes all over the place and timing and all kinds of other things that you can think about. So we improve everything by focusing on one thing. So Please sign up for my email list if you haven't done that already. My website is in the description under the video. It's www.everyonecanjam.com. Right now we have a beginner guitar class already made, and I plan to make other courses, maybe start a finger picking club. So whenever anything's new, you'll hear about it if you're on my email list. And I send out other things on the email list that have to do with music in general. So I would love to see you there, and I'll see you here again next time. Bye.